Fabian, very frustrating evening for you guys. After such a positive start, why do you think you kind of let Villa back into the game and ended up falling short tonight?
I think the small margins in the end made the difference. It's not about conceding the 2-2. It's how you react after that. And I think in the end, 2 set pieces made the difference. These are the small margins, but very tough and close games like it was today decide the game. So it's about that. But overall, we saw a team that showed personality, that showed character, that never give up, that had a belief to win this game. And therefore, we also have to see the positives.
You mentioned the set pieces. Why do you think the team struggled a little to deal with those balls thrown inside the box?
I think overall we defended it quite well in this season so far. Of course, as we'll have a lot of physical, a lot of tall player, so it's not easy to defend set pieces. But there's and also the blocking at the goalkeeper, what I always mentioned, and I think we still don't have a clear rule for that.
It was a very dominant start, and their first goal is kind of against the run of play. Why do you think the team couldn't deal with it, with their both of their goals, especially in the first half?
Yeah, it's not easy to concede goals. Of course, we want to react differently on setbacks, especially when you're good in the game, when you concede a goal out of nowhere. But these are kind of things where we have to improve. We have to challenge the adversity we faced during the game, and that's something where we have to be better.
They had a very strong second half, especially at the start, and then you guys came back in those final minutes. Do you think it was a matter of maybe management, game management tonight?
I think it was a matter of small margins. So like I said, in the end, like they just scored in the second half after 2 set pieces, and that's the difference. I think overall it was a tough game, equal game. So there are still things where we have to do better, where we have to improve, and we keep working.
When Stefanos got injured in the first half, could you talk us through your decision-making at the moment? Because obviously there was the intention of giving less minutes to Danny Welbeck, who's been playing a lot. But how was that moment for you to decide not to put Welbeck?
Unfortunately, he's not able to play today more minutes. So that's the only reason. Of course, we want to bring a striker on, and we want to bring especially a striker like Danny Welbeck on. But in the end, we have to take care of the health, and that was the only decision why we had to do it like this.
You mentioned small margins, and you've said it before that this team is much more mature now to deal with experienced sides like Villa. Do you think in the end tonight, in those small margins, their experience to deal with certain situations made a difference?
I think defending set pieces are not about being mature or not. Of course, we all want to defend set pieces better, but in the end, I just said could also go in the other direction, the game. So that's just the truth from a rational point of view. You have to analyze the game. You have to understand why it happened. But I wouldn't say that we missed the experience to win this game. I think it was on the edge, this game, and in the end, Aston Villa won it today, and we lost. So that's what we have to accept, and we have to keep going on.
Lewis, the manager was here talking about small margins tonight. So where did you guys fall short?
Well, I think 2-0 up, and I think we started complicating the game, trying too difficult. Where before that we were playing simple and hurting them. I think the 4 goals are avoidable from us, and in this league, you give teams like that chances and they take them. So I think we give our all. I think we fighted right to the end, and it just wasn't enough. And I thought we were going to nick one at the end, but unfortunately not.
When you mentioned complicating the game, why do you think was that? Do you think it was more a matter of dealing mentally better, especially with their first goal that was kind of against the run of play at the time?
Yeah, I think that's where we are a little bit. I think we're still trying to find that consistency. I don't think if you look at all the games this season, not many we played 90 minutes at our top level. So we're still finding it. We keep working hard, and we keep trying to find that consistency and keep going.
To which extent this consistency that you mentioned is kind of expected and an issue to be dealt with a team that is very young from the perspective of one of the most experienced players of the team?
Yeah, I think obviously we've got young players and senior players, and we're there to help. And yeah, I think it starts on the training pitch every day, and probably getting that level on the training field every day, the highest we can. So yeah, that's where it starts, and then it comes into games, and yeah, we keep fighting. And yeah, I think you look at that, and yeah, we could have got a 4-4 at the end, but we didn't. And now we've got to look forward to Sunday, and it's another game coming up.